Guys, first regardsman here, and I'll be talking about a White Scars Chainsword Retribution build for the Vanguard class in Space Marine 2 Patch 13. Now, the White Scars Chainsword is the best chainsword in Space Marine 2 in my opinion, and probably one of the best weapons in the entire game currently, and the heroic perk effect down here is called Fury of Tagoras. Adrenaline Surge stacks are increased to 3, the third stack is a higher damage bonus, but the bonus for the second stack is reduced. Now, you will still get the armor explosion effect on the second stack and the third stack, so it functions pretty much exactly like a normal block weapon, and this one actually comes out to a ludicrous amount of damage. You can one combo Extremis on the third stack, and also that third stack will last for 4 seconds instead of the 2.2 of a normal surge charge, so really strong weapon here right now. I'll be building around that today. So number 1 for the perk tree, I take the perk Perpetual Strength first, and melee damage increases by 5%. Moving here into the perk Swift Recovery. Heavy attacks restore 100% more contested health. Now, on the Chainsword with an 8 speed here, this is very powerful at getting back your CHP, especially on the Vanguard class, because the Vanguard has a 50% buff already to its contested health regen, and that makes you significantly more effective on this weapon as well with Swift Recovery, so really great synergy for this class. And then we move here into the perk Perpetual Strength, up here into the perk Perpetual Strength again, and then we pick up the perk here Reverberating Impact. Stomp AoE radius increases by 50%. Now, because you have an 8 speed on this weapon, you also have a 4-second duration on that last charge here. You can actually combo skip on the second charge to your stomp, or just not even use a combo skip and go straight to the stomp on the third charge. So really strong to have like extra stomp radius here. Then we threw here into the perk Combined Onslaught, down here into Heavy Onslaught, full throttle for the combo skip. Then we go up here for Hard Target and Majora's Slayer, though alternatively, you could pick up Extremis Slayer and the perk down here Minora's Slayer, but I just prefer this one on this build because you can actually one combo Extremis without Extremis Slayer. I was actually incorrect on my old guide. I will be making an updated White Scars Chainsword guide though to like fix that discrepancy, so hopefully that'll be out by the time I post this. And that's pretty much all there is for the White Scars Chainsword. Now, for the primary weapon here, we do take the Heroic Instigator Carbine, mainly because this weapon is very strong at close and medium range, and that's where we want to be on a Vanguard anyways. And the heroic perk effect down here is called Higher Rate Burst. This will give us a 5-round burst over the standard 3 on a relic tier option. That ups your DPS tremendously because you also have a higher base damage on this one than all of these as well, so a really good option for you. Now, for the perk tree here, since we are a Vanguard, I do predominantly build around the ammo economy, starting off with the perk here Extended Magazine, into the perk over here Reloaded Restoration. After reloading, your ammo reserve is restored by 50% of the number of enemies hit, cannot exceed maximum ammo capacity, so this one is super nice to just like keep your ammo topped off because there are some like ammo droughts in some of the maps in this game. This will help out with that a ton. Next perk here is Divine Might, into the perk here Increased Capacity. Then I pick up the perk Great Might down here for the Hipfire perk Home Precision. Equip weapons maximum spread decreases by 50% when firing without aiming. This perk effect is incredible. A 50% reduction on your maximum spread is just a top tier thing for this, and Home Precision will help out the Vanguard a ton because being able to hip fire a headshot is just a bit quicker sometimes than like ADSing, so really good option there. Next thing here is Recoupment. Killing a Majora's or higher enemy with a headshot with this weapon restores an armor segment. The cooldown is 15 seconds. Armor restore built into your weapon like this is super nice. And we also have to pick this perk up to go into the next perk here, which is Tactical Precision. Headshots deal 20% more damage. Non-headshot damage decreases by 10%. So headshot damage is like most of what we want on this anyways, so a really nice perk combo here, and also we get to pick up Recoupment. Next perk here is Headhunter, and the final perk is Rapid Health for a bit of redundant healing, and that's pretty much all there is for the Heroic Instigator. Now, for the secondary, I do take the Rate of Fire Inferno Pistol, mainly so we can mag dump, because we want to be triggering not only the perk over here, Retribution, but also the perk in our perk tree, Motivated Melee. And this one says, melee damage increases by 20% if this weapon has no ammo in its magazine, so we combine that with the perk over here, Retribution, we get like a 50% buff to our melee damage. Now, it's not like literally 50%. The calculation here is quite a bit lower, but it's still a damage increase, and does help us hit some breakpoints. Let's just like kill bosses a bit faster. Now, for the Inferno Pistol, if you want to like dump your magazine on this gun, the Rate of Fire is much better for that, and also just keep keep in mind, in Space Marine 2, when you empty your magazine in this game, it will force you to reload unless you like dodge or use your melee attack or something, so it's a little annoying, but if you are emptying your magazine, then immediately go into a melee attack because that will fix the like ammo dump. Next perk here is Divine Might, into the perk here Motivated Melee, of course, and then I grab the perk here Great Might, and I go down here into the much better bottom tree in my opinion, with the perk here Perpetual Range, Increased Capacity, Admin Restoration, Extra Shot, and Trick Shot for Armor Restore. That's pretty much all there is for the secondary. Now for our perk tree, I do start off with the perk here, Upper Hand first. After a period of time, parry, block, or dodge, you do not lose 12 heavy hits and you cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. If you are using a block weapon in Space Marine 2, since block weapons do not stagger enemies unless you actually hit them with the block stun attack, it is just way better to have no knockback for that, because certain enemies like melee terminators, they will just not respond to the first explosion of 2 block charges, and having this no knockback allows you to get like that second or third one in, so that's really useful for you. So that's why I pick up Upper Hand. Next perk here is Conviction. When your armor is fully depleted, you will take 25% less health damage for 10 seconds. This is a 25% health damage reduction you can stack on top of the perk over here, Thrill of the Fight, for another 20% health damage reduction for 5 seconds. So this comes out to be like a 45% reduction on top of all of your armor restore, on top of your fortitude for a 15% HP increase. Super strong perk options, guys. This is fucking incredible in this game, so this makes you significantly tankier as a combo. Next perk here is, of course, Retribution, moving here into the perk Inner Fire. Now, this gives you 15% ability to charge back on a finisher on a Majoris or higher enemy, though if you want to take Unmatched Zeal for healing, you can definitely do that. This is a very strong option as well, but Adrenaline Surge is where I'm getting my healing on this build, so we're taking Inner Fire. Next perk here is Collateral Damage. Diving Kick deals 50% more damage and additionally damages enemies on the way to the grapple launcher's target. This perk is incredible. 50% more damage on your grapple launcher will help you out a ton, though I will say, if you want to take like Restless Fortitude, you can definitely do that. A 40% range damage reduction, especially against Chaos for 10 seconds, will make you incredibly tanky against some of the most annoying enemies in the game, like Missile Cannon Terminators and stuff like that. So this will stack for your armor, because range damage reduction does affect your armor, not just your HP, and then on top of that, you will have the HP damage reduction of Thrill of the Fight and Conviction. And that's pretty much all there is for this. Next perk here is Tenacity. After a range kill of a Majoris or higher enemy, Diving Kick's damage increases by 130%. The cooldown is 15 seconds. Now, being able to one-shot guys off your kick is incredible, because if you combine this perk with Collateral, you will just like damn near one-shot Extremis sometimes, so a really fun perk option. Obviously, the best perk option is technically like Zone of Impact and Tactical Prowess, but we're doing something a bit different today. Next perk here is Thrill of the Fight for that 20% health damage reduction for 5 seconds on a parry, block, or dodge. Now, this is a very underrated perk on the Vanguard in my opinion, mainly because this perk will re-trigger on every single parry, block, or dodge, even if the current 5 seconds are ongoing, and like most perks will not do that in this game. Like, for example, if you have a perk effect like the Bulwark's Shield Bash here with Merciless Resolve for a no knockback after a Shield Bash, you have to wait for the 10 seconds to be up to actually re-trigger this. Thrill of the Fight will go off every single time, so nice option there. Final perk here is Adrenaline Rush. Melee kills of Majoris or higher enemies restore health by 5%, because some healing on a Vanguard build is nice, and on this build especially, I think this is like the best option. Now, for our prestige perk options, it is pretty standard. We take Battlefield Awareness for more range damage at close range for our Instigator, into the perk Fortitude for more health, and Launch Restoration and Restoration for armor restore, and that's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. You know, I think this is a very strong build for both Chaos and Tyranids. You know, the White Scar's Chainsword is super damn fun and very powerful in Space Marine 2 at the moment, and hopefully this build guide helped you. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more. And if you want to watch me live to ask me questions about the game, or just come hang out, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description, alongside a link to my community Discord. And as always, take it easy. Thanks for watching. Bye. I should have saved that melt bomb, huh? Boy, Chapter Master. What's Dr. Finn? What's up, Dr. Finn? I should have nasty there, but I should have done. That's okay though. Let's watch this with my pros camp for a couple hours and I get the drops. Yes, sir. What to do? And I do this. I run super long streams every single major patch. So if you want your drops, this place to be every time. As is tradition at the FCG household. Where we only play SM2. Grab the ammo. Kick that dude in the face over there. Dude, I knew melt the bomb.
Authorization accepted. Invoking rights of unsealing. Estimated duration unknown. Warning: the Xenos biosignatures converging in this position. I will pile the Xenos corpses high.
100% one-shot tenacity perk.
At last, the traitors will regret their trespass. Replenished and ready. I will not rest while the traitors leave.
Peek.
Left and ready. All Perk and no friends. They call for help. I will not rest while the traitors breathe.
I guess we're gonna kill them all, huh? Class is actually pretty good at this.
Smells like fresh munitions. Do not get too
Alright, see ya. I guess you shut the door on him. That's all you gotta do, shut the door on him. Simple as.
Traitors fought here. Human bodies do not vanish without cause. The dead were harvested. Viridian, I have received your Auspex readings. Your new orders are to advance to the Archmago's data vault and purge any remaining data, sealed or otherwise. The traitors cannot recover even a fragment. Deny the Thousand Sons everything. Gladly.
You're obedient to my words. You will die in ignorance. You are benighted curse.
So long, dude. He was walk through that guy, I'll swear that.
And soon forgotten.
What's the cap for the weekly accolades? 450? Something like that. Pretty high now. It's pretty high now. Consoles are up here. Up in the top floor. Makes it pretty easy.
Where is the broken one? Arming up. Harpoon engaged. Pathetic demon slaves. Where is the broken one? What needs grappling? Where is the broken one?
Okay.
battle, or we will have more to fear. Swapping out magazine. The turn lies dead. What needs grappling? I love snuffing out wolf.
Melt the placement is an art, truly. I guess sometimes it is, isn't it? So right now it's a new class? Yeah, it's probably Chaplain. Probably. Oh, we killed him too fast. Awkward. How many hours do you have in Space Marine 2 so far? Like 5,000. Damn respect, brother. Is that really worthy of respect? Question. Using the White Scar's Chainsword? Yes, we are. That's the best blot Chainsword by far right now. By far.
The floating islands. We cross there. My patience for this place wears thin. Swapping out magazine. That was food. Eradicate the brothers. One is screaming for help.
Alright, Hellbrew time. This should be fun. Alright, I want to fight him over there. I want to fight him here. Ow. Hit with the balls, dude. That was almost very unfortunate. Almost. That was indeed close. Conviction W. But actually, that was just our armor at that point. We didn't have the convictions off active for that. That protects that like 1% HP.
On to the islands. I am done waiting.
What the fuck? Thanks, game? Okay. just tossed me off the platform for no reason. What the fuck? Can I get up the Can I get up the lift, please? Just sending me off. Do I have to stand the other edge? May have to dodge, not get shifted. Okay, so it's trying to send me off. It's pretty rude.
Nosix lab is ahead. Enough waiting. This is our destination. Little servants, ever dutiful, ever faithful. Can you hear them? Your precious guardsmen, shrieking as their souls are rent for kindling. I will enjoy watching you wither into understanding. You were always too late. Objective: destroy the ritual. Shatter the eyes, break the force fields. What is it to end life? It is an honor to be the executioners of the Emperor. Why do we fight? To deliver mankind from the evil of the Xenos, the mutant, and the heretic. Smells like fresh munitions. Another ward falls. No more wards. Point me at the unbuilt to sustain this.
Alright, here.
I will tear it apart. Forbidden truths. He saw through the corpse emperor's lies. Cut your own flesh Let us see which fails first. Your ammunition or your brittle minds. Behold the host of the changer of ways. We do not tire. The altar weakens. The altar is dying. Finish it. I will fight until my blade breaks, and then I will draw another. You have sharpened my edge, brothers. I will cut down the arch-enemy until my last breath. The eye
There we
is
go.
out. Viridian, Auspex confirms the rift is collapsing. Heretic warp signatures are dissipating across the battlefield. Exemplary work. Return to the Resilient.